Think your property taxes in California are just 1%? Not even close. This video breaks down how property taxes actually work, how to avoid the most expensive mistakes I see every day, and how veterans can save thousands with the right exemptions. Let's break it all down. California's property tax system is built around Proposition 13, passed back in 1978. It caps your base tax rate at 1% of the assessed value and limits increases to 2% max unless you sell the home or build something major like an addition. That's why someone who bought a home 25 years ago might still be paying around $3,000 to $4,000 a year, even though the home is worth $1.5 million today. But that 1% only tells part of the story. In San Diego County, the actual tax bill includes a whole set of local add-ons, school bonds, infrastructure assessments, and in many cases, Mello-Roos. These are especially common in master plan communities. I had a client buy a $950,000 home in Del Sur, and their first tax bill was nearly $11,800. That's an effective rate of over 1.2%. If you're budgeting of 1% because of something you read online, you're going to come up short and fast. Now, one of the biggest surprises new homeowners face is the supplemental tax bill. After you close, the county reassesses the property value and sends you a one-time bill for the difference between the seller's old tax base and your new purchase price. This is separate from regular tax bill and typically shows up 3 to 6 months after closing. I've seen these range anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000, and they're not included in your escrow or mortgage. So when you're buying, always factor this in. It's not optional, it's coming. If you're over 55, severely disabled, or a wildfire victim, Proposition 19 lets you transfer your property tax base to a new home anywhere in California. You can do this up to 3 times, and even buy a more expensive home, you'll only pay the higher tax difference on the difference in your new price. This is a huge opportunity for people looking to downsize or relocate without getting hit with a new massive tax bill. If you're sitting on a low tax base and thinking about moving, this could save you thousands per year. Let's talk about the most underused tax benefit in California, the Disabled Veterans Property Tax Exemption. If you're 100% service connected, there are 2 levels. The basic exemption knocks off approximately $169,000 from your assessed value, saving about $1,700 a year. The low income exemption increases that to about $254,000, saving about $2,500 to $2,600 per year, as long as your household income is under roughly $76,000 per year. And here's the kicker: you can apply retroactively for up to 8 years, potentially saving thousands in refunds. One of my veteran clients in Chula Vista got over $7,000 and cut his future tax bill nearly in half, all by filing the right paperwork. If you're eligible and haven't applied yet, you're leaving money on the table. Let's change that. Let's talk about when your property taxes are due and how they're usually paid. In San Diego, property taxes are paid in 2 installments. First payment is due November 1st and becomes late after December 10th. Second payment is due February 1st and becomes late after April 10th. If you miss the deadline, there's a 10% penalty. Now, here's something a lot of people don't realize. If you have a mortgage on your property, taxes are usually rolled into your monthly payment through escrow. That means your lender pays the bill for you. But it's still your responsibility to track what's due and what's changed. If your property taxes have gone up, your monthly mortgage has probably increased as well. So, what are people actually paying? In San Diego County, an average tax bill is around $5,400 to $5,600 per year, based on a median home price of around $725,000, which is around a 1.21, but that's the average. If you're buying in newer developments or communities with high Mello-Roos like Otay Ranch or Del Sur, it's not unusual to see bills of around $12,000 to $15,000 per year. That's why understanding this system ahead of time is so important. If you're buying, selling, or just trying to figure out what you'll owe, I'll run the numbers for you and walk you through it. Send me a DM or comment taxes below, and I'll give you one-on-one advice specific to your neighborhood and your price point. And if you're a veteran, I'll personally help you file the exemption paperwork to unlock those savings. This is one of the easiest ways to protect your budget and maximize your long-term homeownership benefits, and I'm here to help you do it.